Russell. I'm Brian Blanco.
I'm Zoe Ankrum from Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Have you talked to Catalina since she stood you up?
She didn't stand me up. She simply gave me a vague excuse at the last minute, and I haven't heard from her since. So I, too, am fine.
You're fine?
I'm fine.
Good. Catalina just walked into the Pizzeria Palace.
5 more minutes. Then we go. What is going on with her?
That's a good question. That's a good fucking question. This is some Family Feud kind of type of shit going on tonight. Where the hell is Richard Dawson when we need him? What a night, man. What a night for Disney Channel night in America. Where first it was the Ty Dillon installment of Villains of Valley View. Now let's go over the Ryan Newman installment of Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. Even with the bum throat. I mean, we're still doing poker game night tomorrow. Originally I wasn't going to, but my dad still wanted to, go out. So I thought, well, I may not be feeling at my best, but even if I'm not feeling my best, I got to get out of the house. I mean, as much as I would like to sit here and do nothing and watch other people do YouTube, we had this planned all along, so we got to go out there and do it. Meg Donnelly told, who we're gonna catch up with on Monday with the Winchesters and then hit reset on Tuesday, told us to never give up and finish the damn job, which was 3 years ago. So anyway, Poker Game Night Episode 6 is happening. It's going to be like a last-second promotion sometime early tomorrow. I mean, on TikTok, that is. And then Sunday, me and my mom are going to be going Halloween costume shopping rather than me watching the South Point 400 Winston Cup race at Viva Las Vegas. And that's going to be a YouTube video. So we got ourselves one hell of a week. And, one hell of a week coming up, with YouTube content and whatnot. Hopefully by next Friday, I'll be nursed back to 100% health in time for the ViaQuest basketball rager. And I get to wear my black Tim Duncan because my boss said it's not mandatory to wear the actual ViaQuest outfits. I mean, you can wear any basketball. It's not like the dipshits at Special Olympics where they make you wear the team outfit. ViaQuest is more cool, to the point where they'll allow you. Their team colors is black, but at the same time, you don't have to wear their uniform. You can wear any basketball uniform you want as long as the color matches the team's, as long as the color of the uniform matches the team color. So, yep, Tim Duncan's going to be coming out, which is why I texted my mom the Fiesta jersey, the black one from 2020, 2021, where there were no fans in the stands. So, hopefully when we do the January ViaQuest basketball rager in 2023, I'll be wearing that one. But anyway, let's get into this episode reaction, and then we're going to knock out that steak and, drink some Coke and probably take more medicine, because my throat is fucking taking a toll. Like, my God. I knew Tuesday something was wrong. Okay, but anyway, yeah, it was some Family Feud kind of shit tonight on Living La Vida Ultra. It's like, where's Richard Dawson or even Ray Combs when we needed him? I mean, it was Richard. I mean, I would say Richard more than Ray, as much as I prefer those two combined over Steve Harvey, because Richard was probably the most well-known Family Feud host, more than Ray Combs, more than Louis Anderson, more than Richard Carter, and anyone who came, after him and before Steve Harvey, I mean, Ray Combs was only kind of remembered second fiddle because he was like part of the OG, secondary OG. Because Richard Dawson was first, and then Ray Combs was second. And they kept most of the same format with the Ray Combs version, except it was CBS instead of ABC, and they changed the colors of the graphics and they changed the color of the set. So yeah, I mean, as a kid, I only preferred Richard Dawson, but I kind of took Ray Combs' version for granted when it was on GSM. But now that I'm older, it's like I appreciate Ray Combs' version now because I do not care for Steve Harvey one bit unless I'm watching the Celebrity Family Feud based on the people I'm friends with across social media when it comes to people on TV in general. But yeah, but it was not just Violet having her problems with Maya. It was, Cruz de la Vega having his problems with Catalina. So it was like two ends of the spectrum of a Family Feud. And I know Violet was trying to win her back, win Maya back, and it was not working. I mean, Cruz / Black Scorpion did not seem all that as worried about it as, with Catalina, as, Violet was with Maya. And of course, that son of a gun, Luis Leon, tried to get in the damn way. And of course, Violet plowed through him got through him like John Andretti, and made sure that nothing and no one was standing in her way of getting their friendship back with Maya. Even if Luis Leon tried to get in the goddamn way. So, I mean, considering, at the very end, and Tiago was such an asshole for, not giving Violet her phone during that little sped up, sequence of scenes. And then here comes, and then next thing we know, we find him in the gym aggravating the shit out of Cruz until, Catalina shows up to apologize. And then they, of course, Cruz accepts the apology. And then they try to do, the anniversary dinner take 2. But to make things easier, let's say Cruz says, you plan it this time. That way we can make it. We can actually succeed with it. And then they hugged and they shared a hug and a kiss. And it was all sunshines and rainbows again between the two. Now the cut scene after that, Nina was close, to becoming Violet's new best friend. Even though she said it's right, it's not the same vibe when a family member is your best friend, when a friend is your best friend. Having my dad, say for example, having my dad as my best friend would not be the same vibe as having Brinley Kerr as my best friend. Actually, I always has been since the day before my birthday in 2017, Valentine's Day, which was the day of the Valentine's shit show. And then Maya came to the door, willingly on her own terms to make up with Violet. And of course, they were back to normal. They got pizza at their favorite pizza shop. Cruz and Catalina came in. I thought they were going to double date and eat together. But then, like that opening cutscene, like the intro set, like you saw in the intro, things are back to normal, right? Kinda yes, kinda no. Another cliffhanger where, Violet identified, Catalina's true colors as Cascada with that same cut in the hand, which ironically was caused by Ultraviolet, but Cruz does not know that, neither does Maya. I don't know Luis Leon doesn't know it, but we all know he will figure that shit out because he's a little feisty like that. Be careful. He's gonna eventually unmask Ultraviolet. I just know it, and I know Tiago's getting suspicious. Juan Carlos and Nina don't seem to know about it yet. I would like to say that way. I don't think it is, and if anything, I think Tiago's gonna figure it out before anybody else does, even before Luis Leon does. But we'll just have to see him here going forward from the Ty Dillon installment all the way to the Greg Booty Biffle installment to wrap up the season in November, right as we're getting close to the final stages of season 2 of Adventures in Autumn. But anyway, I need to take more medicine, get more to drink and eat, go back to the recuperation because it's that time of year where the weather's breaking backwards, it's going back to the cold and people are getting sick, I don't have COVID. No, I don't have that. So everybody calm down. If I did, I wouldn't be able to taste or smell anything. I can still taste and smell stuff. I think it's just upper respiratory, and I don't even think it's, what did I say I thought I had? I thought I had laryngitis, but my mom thinks it's upper respiratory. But either way, just pray for me and hope that I nurse back to health by next Friday. That way I can go tear shit up like Terry Labonte on the basketball court as Tim Duncan on the ViaQuest team for the ViaQuest Rage you'll probably be seeing that same night, where I most likely won't be able to catch, this just dawned on me. I most likely won't be able to catch the Larry Foyt installment of, Valley View or the Ty Dillon installment of Ultraviolet because of that Rager. So therefore we're gonna start planning a catch-up schedule for next weekend too. But anyway, tomorrow we're gonna, after the poker stuff, we're probably gonna upload the poker stuff first and then catch up on Flatch, which I think is how many episodes of Flatch did we get through? I think this is the Dale Sr. Austin Dillon installment, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. And then, of course, we have the Bill Elliott installment of Layla we have to get through on Sunday after the Halloween costume shopping video. And then Monday we got the Winchester series premiere to catch up on. And before you know it, we'll be doing a CBS Mega Mix to support Cristia Bajos on FBI International, Marcus Fulmar on Bob have it, whatever the show, Bob something, Bob Hart something. I can't. It's Ibashola, something like that. I mean, whatever. I'm a yardless. I know what I'm talking about. Marcus Fulmer, so I'm gonna support him. And then of course, Kaylon, the same guy who plays Declan and Villains of Valley View is gonna be on NCIS Hawaii on Monday night. But I'm gonna have to record that because I won't have time to watch it. After I get done catching up on the Winchester series premiere, I just want to fucking relax and try to recuperate in time for Friday, and then. We'll be doing the Mega Mix sooner than later. We'll be doing the Greg Booty Biffle installment, Matt Kenseth installment, Bobby Labonte installment of presentations sooner than later. We don't know a specific date of all this stuff, but we know the Booty Biffle installment is going to be talking about the Really Loud House live action series. Matt Kenseth installment is going to be talking about season 7 of Bunked, coming up next year. And then Bobby Labonte installment is going to talk about The Watchful Eye with Mario Molino, Grace Kaufman, and Lex Lumpkin, debuting in January. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn, pace yourself, bring your ass, be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always been on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time. Another day to shine. Sometimes you just got to flock yourself. Sometimes you just got to flock yourself. Trust your instinct and stand up for yourself and not back down to anyone. Take care, everyone. Good night. And I'm hoping I can get better fast before the ViaQuest Basketball Rage on Friday. And even though I'm not feeling my best, we will still be seeing Poker Game Night episode 6 tomorrow. I have to stay committed no matter how dog shit I'm feeling. So same for Sunday when we do the Halloween costume shopping with my mom. So it's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a nice week, of recuperating. And hopefully by the end of the next week, we'll be in respect to health. ViaQuest Basketball Rager is going to be one like no other. And then we'll be watching, what's the next race? Oh yeah, the Ford 400 next Sunday. We'll most likely watch that because we got the Ford 300 Bush race on next Saturday. And then next Friday, the Ford 200 truck race. So I most likely won't watch trucks, but I'll think about watching Bush and Winston Cup. But anyway, let's go get some fucking rest. So I'll see you later, everyone.